Bright colors always catch the eye, but what if I told you it all begins here, in the rivers, lakes, and hidden wild space most people never notice? Today we will explore a river in South China and uncover the natural origins of fish that can sell for thousands of dollars.
Guys, this is Jason from Hillstream Kingdom, and you are now watching Aquatic Library. Woo! So now I'm going to the river. It belongs to the system of independent flowing river system to the sea in southern Guangxi, which we found a couple different types of rhinoceros. But the situation here, under my feet is a lot of dirt, a lot of mood. It's very moody, soft, like I walking on a chocolate pie.
Rhinoceros is one of the most iconic genera in this region. Their color and pattern vary widely, and each stream often has its own distinct population. I may spend 5 or even more episodes to explore this genre, but now I'm walking in a river which covered in salt. That means
in this situation we cannot find more attractive rhinoceros species, but actually around me it's a lot of little blue eyes. The rice fish, I think Japanese call it mikada. I'm not sure which species they are, but let me show you. The more you're getting near the land, where we get some plants, the grass, where we can see the little blue eyes, the rice fish. Let me find some for you.
from above, they are almost invisible, hiding in the ripples so birds won't see them. But depth below, and even in cloudy water, their blue eyes shine like little gems in the dark.
Rice fish are amazing. They're great nano aquarium fish. The Japanese bred the many varieties of farmed rice fish. It's called line breeding, and every so often in nature, a special animal's born, kind of like a shiny Pokemon, and it could be any type of characteristic. It could be an underlying body hue, color difference. So in Oryzius pectoralis, the peacock spot or false eye medaka that we also are about to launch for sale and are featured in this video. We actually will have the Black Lotus available for sale on our website. And we'll have the peacock spot pectoralis. Be sure to watch our website, www.hillstreamkingdom.com, for the livestock to hit the retail shelves.
Thank you so much, Dr. San, for your explanation. Yeah, you're right. Those home aquariums are amazing. You can create any types of water you want. Sometimes you want this green water. Most of the time you want clear water. But anyway, in my personal opinion, humans' imagination are always limited. But the universe, the mother nature, they are infinite. So let's back to the river where I found wild rice fish. And this time I will give you a more complete view.
Alongside the rice fish, countless tiny fry drift gently through the thick underwater forest. Most of them are tilapia, from far away that now live easily in the warm rivers of South China. Just like in Florida or Los Angeles, these outsiders often take over local waters. But if you look closely, something else might catch your eye. Little fish with a dark spot on their back fin. These are rosy beetling fry, born in this river, part of this land. As they grow, the males begin to show their shining colors like rainbows under the water. You might see them in aquariums, but in some US states, they are banned from trade because they are simply too good at surviving. Still, watching this gentle native fry swimming between waves of tilapia feels like a small miracle, a reminder of what still lives quietly in this water.
No, very bad situation. I found an old boat floating on the river, in the middle of the river, and I swim to here, but very bad situation happened. The fair ants from Latin America, 4 of them on the boat, and it's very hard to find a place to put my hands on. You can see the fair ants. It's a lot of them. Weather here in southern Guangxi is very suitable for those ants.
Fair ants on the land, tilapia in the rivers, and golden apple snails laying pink eggs along the shore. But not everything has given away. Native river snails still hold their ground steady and still part of this place. This river could be any river in southern China, strong yet fragile. It could be any river in the subtropics, anywhere in the world. Modern landscapes shaped by people seem to always leave the door open for outsiders. Invasive species follow our footprints, and the wild, quiet, delicate, and ancient must learn to survive in a world that keeps changing.
So guys, this is the day, and I will be back home and editing all the video we take. Overall, it's very good weather, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, leave comment below. Hold on guys. We just finished the outdoor part of this video, but are you curious about where did the fish got all those blue, yellow, orange, the bright shining color, where the color came from? They cannot have the color in the wild by themselves. Again, let's move the camera to Dr. Sam, and he will explain everything for us.
Hey Jason, welcome to the US. So let me sit down and let you guys get a better view of some of the aquariums. Rice fish are extremely adaptable, being able to swap between many different types of freshwater conditions, from sandy streams and clear water creeks to muddy rivers and rice paddies. Rice fish generally show little preference for water parameters or quality. Some species can even live between freshwater, brackish, and marine conditions. Their adaptability in nature also means they're hardy aquarium fish. Very beginner friendly and a worthwhile first breeding project if the aquarium hobby intrigues you. Generally, the fish do best in a community setup or a species-only breeding tank, and then they can also scale up to, say, like a pond, or can even take high flow from a semi-hillstream environment like mine are kept in. In Japan, they have turned 2 species of Orysius latips and Orysius sakaizumi, into a myriad of rainbow-colored Orysius captive bred varieties. The market for Medakas in general Medaka is the trade name for rice fish. It's growing exponentially by the month in America. This is partly because of Aquarium Co-op Corey. Those are like his introduction to the American hobby were rice fish. He kind of brought them back from Japan, and he's kind of trying to blow them up as a product. So that's why people are really starting to notice them, is because like the industry leader has essentially like given them the anointment as being like, okay, these are essentially like as good as guppies. And so, yeah, their popularity is just exponentiating, like daily, hourly, minutely in America, kind of like the houseplant craze of the 1970s and 2020s. I kind of feel like eventually everyone will have Medakas in their house, like Japan, and also kind of like spider plants. Yeah, so like more American and Western hobbyists are beginning to wake up to the beautiful wild and cultivated Medakas of the Far East. Some rice fish will sell for insane sums. So like the first Orysia sorotoi Black Lotus Medaka, the Indonesians sold, I think it was like 6 pairs to China for like $7,500 US equivalent. So I think like 50,000 Chinese RMB, or that's Chinese yuan. And so that was in 2020. And then just this year, Moonlight Aquatics was finally able to bring in several pairs from Indonesia. The Indonesian farms finally offered them for sale, and he had a connection. And so I kind of I was like, oh, I'm buying those immediately. Yeah, they definitely, they were worth the price I paid for them. It wasn't thousands of dollars, but it was, again, you know, like $25 a fish, and I took as many as he'd sell me. In Europe, for instance, so Europeans really love line breeding. They have a lot of line bred varieties of farm animals, crops, and they've taken a liking to the farmed varieties of Orysius. So there's one variety that I know sold for 10,000 euros, and that's Orysius variety orange frill. And I think that's like a Mr. Inozumi or whatever his name is. You'll have to correct me on this. One of his breeds, and this is a guy that almost makes his breeds look like wild types, is how much work he puts into them. So he'll take fish that maybe have orange pectoral fins, and then he'll cross them with a black-bodied fish that maybe has blue tips to the fins. And so his fish almost are like these pseudo wild types, and they're like jaw-dropping. And so his breed sold for $10,000 in Europe. I think it was in the 2010s. They're a little quicker to getting the new products in the hobby than us, because they've always kept up with their aquarium keeping in Europe. And now you can get an orange frill through a transshipper out of Los Angeles that works with Japan for anywhere from $150 to $300, depending on season and demand. But again, because Medakas are so prolific in the home aquarium, if one breeder or farm has success with them and produces several hundred offspring, you can tank the price on them pretty quick. So, you know, going from $10,000 down to $100 is, you know, that can happen in the matter of 18 months in the orange frill case. And then it kind of will hold steady at a price that seems to be market value. So after import costs, working with an exporter to actually find, let's say, a healthy line of the orange frill, you'd be looking at about $150 to $300 for a pair of them into America. And so then you'd build that out. You'd try to breed those fish and make several hundred and get your money back, and then try to recoup costs for your fish room or something. And so, yeah, they can decrease. The prices can start out extremely high, like $10,750 down to, you know, $25 for the Black Lotus. We actually will have the Black Lotus available for sale on our website. We'll have the peacock spot pectoralis, Orysius pectoralis, available too soon. So be sure to watch our website, www.hillstreamkingdom.com, for the livestock to hit the retail shelves. Where can I learn more about rice fish? If you're interested in learning about rice fish, Jason and I have actually authored several articles that have been published in a few magazines on them, and we'll provide hyperlinks to them in the video description. So I'll pass it back off to Jason, and that's kind of my ramblings about Medakas and where I see them in the hobby and generally how great they are. So thanks.
If you are still here, I'm really appreciate, because this video takes me like forever to editing, to design everything. At first, I'd like to apologize because I'm not a native English speaker and I don't have the experience of living in an English country for a long time. So I will have many wrong pronunciation in the video. So I hope you can understand that. Let's talk about Aquatic Library. In the wild, a lot of conditions you cannot control. It's not like fish room, you can control the water quality, everything. But in the wild, sometimes you decide to filming a type of fish because you used to see the fish long ago in this river, but this time you go and they are not here lah. It's just sometimes no reason, sometimes seasonal. So rice fish is kind of easy fish for filming. We can see a lot of them in the wild. But to be honest, I was not going to film the rice fish. I actually going to looking for the rhinogabules, but I didn't see them. So I see, oh, here are some rice fish. Let's make a series about rice fish. So here we are. This is the very first long video for our YouTube channel. It's rice fish, and next one maybe rhinogabules. I already taken some species in my computer. I already taken the videos, and also maybe a new species of Zaco in South China. Probably also distribute in North Vietnam. It's called orange pardon Zaco. It's a new species, was found in 2023 maybe. I have to check. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any suggestions, please leave a comment. Also, do you prefer wild type rice fish or the captive breeding colorful one? Please let me know. Also, if you want to book some fish, any type of fish from China, from Southeast Asia, you can go check our email address. Everything will link down the description below. Maybe let's meet in the next one.